Welcome students. Today we will start with NCERT Class 12 Economics, that is Part B, Chapter 2, Common Goals of 5-Year Plans. So let's start. Meaning of Economic Planning. Economic planning refers to a system under which a central authority sets a set of targets and specifies a set of programs and policies to achieve those targets within the specified period of time. The principal focus is on the rational management of the scarce resources, amplifying utilization of resources in accordance with national priorities. According to Planning Commission, economic planning means utilization of country's resources in different development activities in accordance with national priorities. Next, characteristics of planning. The main characteristics of planning are: planning is a way of organizing and utilizing country's resources to maximize social advantage. Each plan has a definite time period. Under economic planning, there is a central planning authority appointed by the government. Economic planning relates to all the sections of the economy, namely agriculture, industry, transport, communication, health, education, etc. Planning is a conscious and deliberate choice of economic priorities by a central planning authority. Objectives of the planning are predetermined. Planning is done by a large group of highly qualified staff including statisticians, technicians, scientists, etc. Next, types of economic systems. So there are 3 types of economic systems, and they are capitalist economy, socialist economy, and mixed economy. So the first one is capitalist economy. A capitalist economy, also called market economy or capitalism, is defined as the one in which means of production are owned by the individual and the individuals are free to take their economic decision as guided by the principle of profit maximization. Next one is socialist economy. A socialist economy is the one in which there is a social ownership of the means of productions and the economic decisions are taken by some central authority of the government with a view to maximize social welfare. It is assumed that the government owns what is the best for the country, and so the individual desires are not given priorities. Point number 3 is mixed economy. A mixed economy is the one in which there is a private as well as public ownership of the means of production. Production decisions are governed largely by the principle of profit maximization, but not without checks and balance of social justice. Next, need of planning in India. India inherited from the British a backward and stagnant economy. It was a backward as its level of output and productivity were low, and it was stagnant as the GDP growth was extremely low. Such an economy could not be left to the market forces of supply and demand to trace its path of growth and development. It needed a big push of investment supported by the government, and hence the recourse to economic planning. Next, origin and development of plans in India. Though the planned economic development in India began in 1951 with the inception of first 5-year plan, theoretical efforts had begun much earlier, even prior to the independence. Setting up of National Planning Committee by Indian National Congress in 1938, the Bombay Plan and Gandhian Plan in 1944, People's Plan in 1945, Sarvodaya Plan in 1950 by Jai Prakash Narayan were steps in this direction. 5-year plans are centralized and integrated national economic programs. After independence, India launched its first 5-year plan in 1951 under socialist influence of first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. The progress began with setting up of Planning Commission in March 1950 in pursuance of declared objective of the government to promote a rapid rise in the standard of living of the people by efficient exploitations of the resources of the country, increasing productions and offering opportunity to all the employed in the service of the community. The Planning Commission was charged with the responsibility of making assessment of all resources of the country, augmenting deficient resources. The first 5-year plan was launched in 1951 and two subsequent 5-year plans were formulated till 1965 when there was a break because of Indo-Pakistan conflict. The 8th plan could not take off in 1990 due to the fast changing political situation at the center, and the years 1990 to 91 and 1991 to 1992 were treated as annual plans. The 8th plan was finally launched in 1992 after the initiation of structural adjustment policy. For the first 8th plan, the emphasis was on a growing public sector with massive investment in basic and heavy industry, but since the launch of the 9th plan in 1997, the emphasis on the public sector has become less pronounced, and the current thinking of planning in the country in general is that it should increasingly be of an initiative nature. Next, features of Indian planning. Each plan has a defined time period. Indian plans are of 5 years duration, hence they are also called 5-year plan. Economic plans are democratic in nature, which is placed before the parliament for public discussion. Economic planning relates to all the sections of the economy, namely agriculture, industry, health, education, etc. Economic planning is related to social welfare of the country, as in planning resources are planned to utilize in such a way to maximize social advantage. It is a deliberate control and directions of the economy by a central planning authority. So students, the remaining topics we will continue in the next video. Thank you.